Hi, and thanks for checking out my channel. My name is Chana, and this is Jar of Fireflies. Here you'll find content all about my life as an Orthodox Jewish homeschooling mother of 3. And today, I'm going to tell you guys all about Sukkot. Hey guys, before we dive into this video today, I just want to real quick say I hope that I am able to get all of my videos out on time, which is Mondays and Thursdays in the morning. And if I'm not, it's because the holidays are just really throwing me off. I am going to do my best, and I super appreciate your patience and grace with me while I work through this. The holidays take up a lot of time, whether it's planning for meals, doing things together as a family, having our Yom Tov, which I'll explain here in just a minute. There's just a lot going on. So I'm doing my best to get content out to you guys on Mondays and Thursdays. If I don't, that's why. The holidays are over in a couple of weeks, which is very sad. So we'll be back to normal stuff soon. But in the meantime, I will be doing my best to get videos out, and I appreciate your patience. Okay, Sukkot, let's dive in. It is finally time for Sukkot, my favorite holiday of the year. What I love the most about Sukkot is that it is an outdoor holiday. Y'all know me, I love to be outside. Spending time in nature, that's my jam. So the fact that this holiday has to do with the outdoors just makes it perfection for me. Gosh, it's a little windy here in the trees, so I hope that isn't too noisy, but I did want to film this video outside today. Okay, so what is Sukkot? Sukkot is a week-long holiday that comes 5 days after Yom Kippur. Sukkot celebrates the gathering of the harvest and the miraculous protection that God provided the Israelites as they left Egypt. We celebrate Sukkot by hanging out in and even sleeping in a temporary foliage-covered structure called a Sukkah. This is my Sukkah! So we constructed our Sukkah partially out of a kit. They sell Sukkah kits that you can purchase. We purchased one, put it together, so that's what all this metal is around part of our Sukkah. Then we used plywood to expand our Sukkah this year so that it is even bigger and better than ever before. I even got this handy shelf to light my candles on. It's especially nice to have a slightly larger Sukkah this year when we may want to spread out a little bit farther from our guests, thanks to the pandemic. Not that we're really having a lot of guests, but we'll get to that later. The roof of our Sukkah is covered in bamboo. In years past, we've used large pieces of bamboo. We've used foliage from trees that we had recently trimmed. I've even used flowers one year. That was amazing and smelled phenomenal. And yes, it was stunning, like a Sukkah in a fairy tale. My favorite Sukkah ever. This foliage that we use to cover our Sukkah, no matter what it is that we choose to use, is called skach. Yes, it took me a little while to learn how to say that word correctly. Yes, it sounds like Klingon, but it's not. Nope, still not saying that right. My husband told me I'm saying it wrong. This happens a lot with Hebrew. Schach. 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 Is that right?
Schach.
Schach. That's how you say it. Still sounds like Klingon. Okay, so that's my Sukkah. This is my Sukkah. Let's get back to Sukkot. So like I said, this is a week-long holiday. The first 2 days and the last 2 days are called Yom Tov, which means that they are like Shabbat in that we do not talk on the phone, we do not surf the internet, we do not drive in our cars, etc., etc., etc. We light candles as we begin Yom Tov. Like I said, we hang out in the Sukkah, so I am lighting my candles back there on my little shelf in the Sukkah. And we have our festive meals, which include meat, wine, and bread. The intermediate days, the middle of the week, are called Moed. These are still part of the holiday, but we're allowed to do things on these days like drive, talk on the phone, and check our email. Many people don't work, and it's definitely preferable not to work during Moed. But if you need to for financial necessity or because your job is at risk, absolutely, you are totally allowed to work. It's very common on Moed to spend your time doing things that you enjoy and just having a lot of fun. It's a great time to take a family day trip somewhere or a short family vacation. Just doing something to make the holiday a little bit more fun and a little bit more special and a little bit more memorable. In years past, we have gone on trips to the zoo, we've gone on shopping trips, and other fun family outings. One year, we even spent Moed going camping. That was fun. Regardless of whether it's Yom Tov or Chol Hamoed, we dwell in the Sukkah. That means we eat all of our meals here, we hang out here, we bring books out here to read, we pray here, and we even sleep here. Okay, so I don't sleep here. We have mosquitoes, we have rats. I'm not sleeping out here where there's no door. But many Jews do. But I'll be staying safely indoors in my bed with my air conditioner and my cozy blanket. But overall, the goal is to spend as much time in your sukkah as possible. You dwell in the sukkah. I love that word. Dwell. Dwell in the sukkah. Dwell. Okay, so that's my nutshell version of the holiday of Sukkot. Now, Sukkot being here also means that the high holidays are almost over, which is sad, but I won't be sad till after. I'll be too busy in the meantime having fun. We've got a lot of fun plans coming up to celebrate on Sukkot, and I'll be telling you guys all about them in my next video, as well as showing you some of what we're doing over Chol Hamoed this year. Okay, now let's get this party started by decorating this sukkah. So every year it's always my husband's job to construct our sukkah, to put everything together, and then it's my job to decorate it. You don't have to decorate your sukkah, but most people do. And I have to say that if I didn't decorate the sukkah, it definitely would not be decorated. This is the same way that I decorated our sukkah last year, so I really had a solid plan going into this as far as what I was planning to do. It just needed to get done. Traditionally, you do not put up your sukkah until after Yom Kippur, and like I said, there are 5 days between Yom Kippur and Sukkot, so that gives you 5 days to construct, decorate, and move in. Being in Texas, a lot of times Sukkot is still pretty warm for us. I remember one year when it was cold enough to wear a sweater in the sukkah, and this year we may be gearing up for that again. Speaking of warm weather during Sukkot in Texas, it is not uncommon here for people to hang fans and even air conditioners in their sukkahs so that they can stay cooler. We usually do put a fan up. A lot of the way that I'm attaching the tool to the sukkah is just sort of tucking it in between the lattice and the frame, because where we have zip ties, it's pretty snug, and that does hold it pretty well. It only needs to last a week, and I know this tool will not last forever anyways. The fact that I've already had this 2 or maybe even 3 years, I can't quite remember, I think is fairly remarkable. Okay, so basically what I've done so far is I've just gone around and put this tulle netting, it's kind of like mosquito netting, all around the inside of the sukkah. So because some of the netting was damaged or lost, and because we did make a bigger sukkah this year, I do not have enough to go all the way around the sukkah. So I will have to try to go to the store at some point, but I can go ahead and keep going with the other decorations that I have. I just like to put this tool around. I think it's really pretty, and it definitely helps keep the bugs out. It just gives it a much softer look, which is very nice. And I also usually have some to cover the doorway. And yeah, I apparently lost a lot of tulle, went down last year that I was not aware of. Good news is this stuff is like $3 a yard. So for like 30 bucks, I'll get a ton. Next up, green stuff. I got this stuff at IKEA a couple of years ago. It was part of their holiday decor, and I got it because I was like, hey, it'll last forever. So I'm gonna start putting some of that up now. I really love having greenery in my sukkah. I would fill it with plants and turn it into a greenhouse if I could, but these plastic decorations will have to do. I have seen all kinds of decor in other people's sukkahs. Some are very fancy and very well thought out and look like an interior decorator put it together. Some are very simple, where it's literally just like the walls and maybe a few pictures they've printed off, put on the walls, you know, with pins or whatever. Some have art projects from their kids. A lot of the Jewish day schools will send home a lot of artwork this time of year. That's super common to hang up in the sukkah. In Israel, this is the time of year you see all the little kids coming home from school with those paper chains made out of all the multicolored construction paper. We have done that many, many years in our house as well, but not in the past couple of years. I should probably do that again next year because I do think that is super fun and colorful. It's also not uncommon to see strings of Christmas lights hung up around the sukkah, which I find to be just a little funny and ironic. But yeah, it's just a lighting option. For ours, though, we wire in actual lights on our ceiling. And we have in the past even wired in actual ceiling fans and attached those as well. Okay, I think I am done for now with the sukkah decorating. I was able to get the grunier to go almost all the way around the top. So you can see it all. I just wasn't able to cover like that section right there, but I got the little balls up there on the ceiling and I got this stretching all the way around. So what I would still like to do is get some more of the tulle to go the rest of the way around and have like kind of a doorway with the tulle. And then I'd like to do some pictures around the sukkah. Maybe have the kids paint some things, something like that. I'm not totally sure. And then we'll bring in the tables and the tablecloths. I have these 4-screen tablecloths that I like to use, but we switch them out as we have our meals and that sort of thing. I'm a little tired. It's a little hot. But that is sukkah decorating. So I will have to check with you guys. Well, let me put you guys back on the tripod. My arm is tired. Okay, so in my next video, I will post some footage of inside our sukkah, all set up beautiful right before our first meal, so you can get like a total effect and see any additions that I make. But for now, this is what it's going to be for today. This is all that I'm going to do. In the meantime, I got to go inside, finish cleaning the house, and set up for my daughter's birthday. We're celebrating her birthday tonight. So, all right, you guys, we changed the roof. I got this whole thing all decorated that my husband told me he wanted to change the roof. Luckily, I did not attach anything to the roof because that is a big no-no as far as rules of the sukkah. The roof should just kind of stand on its own. So let me show you what we did. Bamboo on the roof. I am so excited. We went over to my sister's house because she has a ton of bamboo just going crazy on the side of her house and she wants it gone. So we went there, we took it, and now I have bamboo on the roof of my sukkah. Bamboo, I have to tell you, like this, is my absolute favorite sukkah covering. So I'm beyond excited right now. This is gonna be the best Sukkot ever. Okay, I just can't stop looking at it. It's so green. I love green. Green is probably my favorite color, though I don't wear it very often, but it's probably my favorite color just to like see and be around. Anyways, yay. Okay, so I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to make it to the store tomorrow. It's like getting towards the end of the day right now, and we're celebrating my daughter's birthday tonight. So not going to get to the craft store today to get some more tulle. We'll see if that happens or not tomorrow. Okay. Okay, so that's what's going on here. I hope that you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about the holiday of Sukkot. Don't worry, there is lots more Sukkot to come. But stay tuned for my next video. Make sure that you have subscribed and hit that bell so you get all of your notifications so you can see the sukkah fully decorated and set up ready for a meal, as well as some Chol Hamoed fun. All right, thank you all so much for watching today. As always, I super appreciate you. Be sure to hit that like button, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it so I know what kind of videos that you guys enjoy seeing. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload. Just having a lot of fun. She just took my shoe. Okay, so that is my nutshell version of the... Yeah? She took my shoe?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go get it in a second. Thank you. So much
Can I
fun.
be in your phone?
No, you can't be in my phone.
Why?
Because the video, I don't want you guys in the video.
Why?
For your privacy.
I don't like
Give me just